Tito is lost, and he is getting hungry. Tito needs to find his beloved Lily, but he also needs to get food from people to get going. Get close to people and tap a B button as fast as you can to get food. Tito will never get home if you don't do this right. he's getting hungry. Tito is lost. And he's getting hungry.
Thin red line. Thin red line. red line. Get out.
Hey, it's Unfa. Welcome to another Unfa monthly live stream. I've been starting with a little bit of trouble, but I am here and everything works. Everything is perfectly balanced. All right. How is everyone doing? I see there's 36 people watching right now. Welcome. It's great to see you. It works. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. I just forcefully restarted the entire streaming setup because for some reason I wasn't able to kill one of the processes that were playing background music, and there were two of them, and they kept playing one on top of each other. I thought that's gonna be the most problem, but when I started talking, I realized there is no input from my microphone, which is kind of a bummer on a stream where you're supposed to speak. So yeah, today we have a big topic. So maybe before I do this topic, I'm gonna play you a song I made. So maybe you haven't heard it. So let me figure this out. I'm going to play you a song titled Pipe Wire. Maybe let's go with the vocals because it's funny. Let's do it.
The Linux audio stack has been in peril for so long. Also reigns supreme in the kernel space. But Jack and Pulse Audio are fighting for power over the user space, leaving nothing but destruction in their path. However, a new challenger approaches. Someone who could change everything, liberate the nerds from the power struggle at hand, and finally bring peace to this troubled land.
Pipe wire, full of fire. My desire to get this stuff to work. I'm getting higher, then I'm tired. Trying harder, feeling smarter, making things go. Pipe wire, feeling fire. My desire to get this stuff to work. I'm getting higher, then I'm tired. Trying harder, feeling smarter, making things go.
That was a little song titled Pipe Wire. I made this for this month's Liber Music Challenge, which is a monthly friendly contribution contest run in my community by the members of this community. You can find information in my community chat. There is Discord and Rocket chat. They are bridged together. I of course, encourage everyone to use Rocket Chat because that's open source and self-hosted. And Discord is proprietary and it's evil. Yeah, so I made this song for the contest, and that was really fun. The theme was 80s music synth made with wavetable synthesizers, and I used Odin 2 for all the instruments in this song except for my voice. And I think my track is a little bit off the theme. Like, it's not perfectly 80s, but I think the key change and the modulation at the end is like, that was mandatory. Anyway, that was fun. The vocals weren't perfect by any means, but I had fun, and I didn't want to also spend like next week just recording perfect vocals. So that's what I wanted to show you for starters. And now I'm gonna blow my nose. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, I hope that made it at least a little bit more bearable and entertaining. I've been busy figuring out my live streaming setup, and I've done a few interesting things, and I also made I have now I have a camera that is showing you my keyboard, so you can see what I'm doing with the keyboard, and it's also synced, because before when I tried to do that, it was very not in sync. Now it is, because I have two cameras. Okay, let's go on with today's topic, which is Bespoke Synth. Someone said I look very shiny. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I really don't know. Bespoke Synth is an open source modular music playground. It's hard to call it a DAW because you don't really have tracks or a mixer, or you don't really record things the standard way, or you don't sequence things the standard way. I would not call it a digital audio workstation, and the meaning a program where you sequence tracks to produce music. It's a modular environment where you can and we can create various little nodes, connect them together. You can also feed inputs into it, like a MIDI keyboard input or microphone input, and you can process all of that data and output sound. You can also output other things. I believe you can also output MIDI and even OSC, so we can, in theory, make Bespoke like a sequencer that reacts to music and, like, I don't know, controls your lights in a venue. Maybe, I don't know, that's crazy. However, this piece of software has been recently released as a version 1.0, and it was released as free and open source under the GPL license. And that is fantastic news. Everyone on the internet regarding music production has been all over this software, and I wanted to give it a try myself. I've been playing a bit with it. I made a few small jams with it, and today we're going to make some music in it. And if you have any tips, throw them at me. I'm reading the chat. If you have any ideas what we should do, express them, and we shall make them real. Also, I think I'm gonna make sure my voice sounds good, because I think it might be not best. I'm gonna just reset the noise profile. tweak, dull boost, and a gate. All right. It seems it's good. What about, okay. Do you want now wider sound or a more narrow sound? Yeah, I think this is a good in between. Okay. Let's get this shit on the road. Okay. Let's start with a super simple thing. To get any sound in Bespoke, we need to create a node that will produce audio. And there is a bunch of them. They are in the category synths. So if I click here, you can see there are synths. And one of the simplest one is the signal generator. By the way, I hope you can see my mouse input, keyboard input. Is it okay, or should I move it? Is this like mouse? I'm like using spacebar. Maybe I should move this a little bit. It's gonna be probably hard to read when it's in this place. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. That should be better. It is moved. Okay, now if I just grab this little noodle, drop it onto this thing, we've connected our output, our audio output to our audio input of this gain node, which is sent to a splitter, which separates a stereo signal into left and right, and then it's fed to left and right outputs of the program. And we have also little level indicators. So this is like master gain right there. It's pretty crazy because we can do a lot of interesting things. Let's see if we have sound. Yes, we do. Also, I've added a sidechain compressor, so when I speak, the sound of Bespoke is going to be lowered. Let me know if that's irritating, because I can tone it down or disable it completely if this is not pleasant to listen to, okay? We have sound. That's the simplest way you can make sound in Bespoke. And what we can do is give ourselves MIDI control. So if I click, where is that actually? Note effects. Is it note effects? Other. Multi-track recorder. There's so many notes that each of them is hiding a little like mystery. What is that? Okay, I can just press the key on my keyboard, which is M, and now I can go with Midi Controller. And this is a node that gets you Midi Controller. And this is my Midi Controller. I'm gonna just click, click, and click here. And now I have MIDI input into this signal generator. Okay. That's like, if we're like going to try and make an actual modular synthesizer thing, this is our oscillator module. And we could like, use gates and envelopes and LFOs to like make, what the hell would I do? To make a synthesizer from scratch in this, because there's like filters and everything. But we could also do something else. We could use a node called Oscillator. I'm going to hold O and click Oscillator. And that's a little synthesizer. I'm going to connect its output to gain and connect my keyboard input. Now we have a little square wave. Mikoma says, mouse would like this. You mean dead mouse? Yep, and here we have our oscillator. We can change it to a sine wave. And we already have a volume envelope in here, so we don't need to create one from scratch. The controls of the envelopes are a little weird, but if you press F2, it's going to provide you with number control. Whoa, what am I doing? Oh, I'm changing the length. Okay, I didn't want to do that. If you press F2 on your keyboard, that's going to switch all the envelope modules like elements, widgets, from the envelope preview to these numbers. So we can change the stack, decay, sustain level, and release time. But you can also manipulate them here. It takes a bit getting used to. So we have release in there. And all right, we have a super simple synthesizer. What we could do, we could add some reverb, and Bespoke comes with Freeverb. If you tap F and you then go Freeverb, and it says effect chain in square brackets. This is because effect chain is like a special node that can, it's like, if you're familiar with Carla, you can have Carla rack and Carla patch bay interfaces. And Carla can work in different modes. If it works in the rack mode, you input effects and they are being fed signal linearly. Like the first one gets the signal from outside, pushes it to the next one, and so on until the last one outputs the signal. That's how the effects chain work. It's a way to have an effect stack that you don't have to manually patch together like every time you add an effect, and you can very easily reorder them and control dry wet, etc. It's a very nice thing because it makes things easier. Now also, if we want to connect this little node to effect chain, that's what would happen. So we would break our connection to the gain. What you can do instead is click, hold shift, and then drop it onto the effect chain, and that's going to connect our our cable to effect chain, but also connect effect chain to what we have been connected before from our oscillator. Also, here is a little warning. Target expects multi-channel audio, but is only getting mono. And that's because we've connected, or did we? Also, yeah, I guess if we are connecting the stereo channel, because you can see there are two lines. There is a blue line and a violet line, and that's left and right audio channels. Now the gain node is, now the gain node is processing in stereo, and it says, oh, this plug is still mono. But we don't really need this, so I can just click and click backspace on my keyboard to disconnect it. You can also select a node and press backspace to delete a node. There is also a way you can click on this arrow here, and there you have some options. You can rename that, and also you can delete a module. I don't think there is any undo in BespokeSynth, so when I once deleted something that I didn't want to delete, I was sorry because I had no way to get it back. Okay, so we have an FX chain and we have Freeverb inside. Let's hear it. I want some more pitch. We can change the octave. Maybe I'll create a little bit of release. Okay. that's one oscillator. It's just a very simple synthesizer, but there's more to it. If we add another one, oh, I just added another one. I'm gonna feed it here as well. We can make it a saw. And now we have a filter, you know. I believe it's only low pass. Maybe I'm going to disconnect it from here and connect it. Also, if you hold space, you can pan the canvas around, which is like normally I pan it by right-clicking my mouse, but when you are holding a connector, you can't use your right mouse button, so because that will just drop your connection and undo what you're doing. So with the spacebar, I can still pan my view to see what I'm connecting. Okay. Are the center graphics more for show, or do they actually represent waveform from RT patterns? Yeah, as you've noticed, there's a little Lissajou figure. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'm sure it's a Frenchman. It's a Vectorscope. And I think it's accurate. It's an accurate representation of the output. But, you know, it always has some specific parameters. For example, if I disconnect this, that's our left channel. If I connect that, that's our right channel. So it's not 45 degrees rotated like you would like your Vectorscope. And I'm not sure if there isn't like a frequency difference in how it's sampled, because this obviously isn't just the shape we're getting. This is somehow like embellished. I think there must be like a, I don't know, a drawing frequency distance. I don't know. Something is going on. This is not like a super accurate thing, but there is a node for that. It's called Lissajou, I believe. And it will do just that. Oh, I'm going to hold shift. Oh, wait. It's doing the same thing. Ah, not the same thing. It's in a different orientation. Okay, that's weird. I am a bit confused. What about this? Okay, that looks more like it, but still, there is no stereo information, so why is it skewed? I think it's embellished. It's an artistic view. Rob Vanderberg has put it well. A curvy doodle. Yeah, it's a pretty thing to look at, mostly. I don't think it has a practical use. All right. You know what? We could try and sequence some stuff. We have this oscillator. We have this oscillator. There's also some other cool synthesizers. For example, Carplus Strong, which is I believe that's a physical model of a vibrating string. Let me connect it to main gain. Oh, and of course I need to route it to the keyboard. I believe it's based on feedback. Oh. And there is a filter involved and the feedback loop. Another interesting thing I've learned is that if you hold Control and you hover over a control, you can see the maximum and maximum values you can input into that fader, and you can change that. So let's go with 0. And now our feedback goes from 0 to 9999. With no feedback at all. You can see that's just a single pulse. Because all that's really happening here is you can also use a snippet of white noise. Fade out time for excitation audio. Yeah, we can make it shorter or longer. As you can see, this is like a single pulse. And everything happens in the feedback loop, which is the time of the feedback is timed to the pitch. And there's a filter involved. It's very important that there's a filter, because the filter gives us natural decay of different frequencies. By default, it's the low pass. You can also accentuate some. I've been doing this manual LFO now, but you know what? We can add an actual LFO, and we can do it by right-clicking. Yes, by right-clicking on anything, and we have an LFO here already. I can now click and drag down to widen the influence of the LFO. And there's a bunch of settings. I can also just click and drag these boundaries, so the minimum and maximum value of the... Or maybe I don't. Yeah, maybe not. But by moving left and right, we can change them. Also, we can just move this low and high. And there's also interval length. What we can also do is do pin. If we click this, you see that became a node on its own with this little violet port connected to this. And you know what? There's more of these. You can see the whole thing, the modulators in here is things that can control different things. For example, there is... Yeah, Fable. Look at this. We can disconnect our LFO for now. Or just... Whoa. I made... Oh my goodness. Can you see that? I have made... By mistake, I made the LFO enable and disable itself. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. And no, nothing crashed. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna backspace so it's disconnected. I was crazy. The LFO was disabling itself cyclically. All right, this is Fable. It's a very interesting kind of an XY controller. We can connect, see, we can draw something. And it's going to replay our drawing, including timing. You see, it keeps the pauses I made, and it deconstructs this drawing into 2 automation curves and plays them back on loop. It's pretty crazy. And now we can connect this if I just click here, and now I can decide where I want to drop it. Maybe on this frequency curve. We can alter this with the second one. Let's click and put it on the decay. It's getting a bit loud, so I am going to implement a compressor. Let's press C and see what happens. What do we have here? Is there a compressor? Compressor, FX chain, yes. Okay, let's click, shift, click on this, so it's inserted into our... Okay, that's the threshold. Attack is very low. Maybe I'm gonna move up ratio. Lower threshold. Don't tell my wife, but when she saw that, the first thing she drew was something a primary schooler would do. And she was laughing. Yeah. Never mind. It's interesting how this shape changes with the filter. By the way, a really cool thing I've also discovered is that every control has a slew parameter, which means if you hold Alt or Smooth, they renamed it to Smooth, but it's a slew limiter. And now if I, for example, move this up, you can see that this little dot is where the control wants to be, and this fader shows where it is actually. So we are smoothing in time the control. And what I want to do is add some smoothing so that we don't have this like nasty clicking. I'm gonna also smooth this one a bit. I must say this is really cool. Okay, you know, draw A. Okay. A. Like it? How does an A sound? That's how an A sound, Rob. Like it? Yes, I hit the note I wanted. I must be pretty cool with when you can see my hands. Does it work cool? Okay, is it good? Everything is fine? Ah, you know what? Yes. Oh my goodness! It's a Mogus.
You are sus now.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, did they discover a new way of zooming in and out? No, I just... Okay, let's do something interesting. Let's sequence some notes so we have music that plays itself. Because why should we make music like just playing in the keyboard is boring? All right, we have notes effects. What is there? Note. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this because it's N. There is like note. Ah, the red ones. Note sequencer and note canvas. Yes, I like note canvas. This is note canvas. Say hello. Hello, note canvas. All right, now we can... Holy snap, that's a low octave. Now we can insert notes into our canvas, and it's gonna play for us. I'm gonna hold Shift and click. Let's move it a bit lower. By the way, there's some music theory stuff in here. Oh, I just changed it. It was beep. It was B friggin'. I have no idea what these scales are. I never learned them, so they say nothing to me. But I think the only thing it does is it highlights different things. I still can work in, like, whatever I want. Oh, wait. I can work in other tunings as well? Does it actually do it, or is it just... I don't see that. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's playing anything different. This is pretty freaking loud. I'm gonna lower the volume of that. And also, we need a reverb. Let me add a reverb here. So add effect, reverb, room. Okay. You can put more notes in an octave. You can scroll this up and down if that's what you're asking about. Also, every note has parameters. Like if I select a note, I have these things here. And I think you can, like, make LFOs for notes so they are, like, moving around. Which is pretty freaking crazy. Okay, wait. It's resets. Why does it reset? I want to have an LFO on my notes. Come on. Something's not right here. Okay, I'm gonna create an LFO modulator. Is there? Okay, let's go. Oh, I think I inserted some plugin I didn't want. Yes, I inserted LSP EQ. I don't need that. By the way, for the whole time I've been playing with Bespoke Synth, it never crashed. Hey! Combustible Lemonade is here as well. It's different scales, he says. These are scales, but what is this? Which method to use to tune the scale? Okay, so it's not changing tuning? Like microtonal things? It seems like you can do microtonal music in here. Okay, let's just make a melody. That's very boring, but we can alter this a little bit. We can add a note effect, note filter, note chance. There was like an effect that would like note sequencer, note chance. Yay! There's note chance. You have no chance of surviving this. There's. By the way, I'm using Shift P to pause the processing. There's a very low chance of this playing. And you know, we can like add more note canvas or like arpeggiate. Just gonna make us more notes. I think the chance is too low. We could add something else. Well, I think we need some more instruments, that's for sure. Whoa! If we invert the feedback, it sounds hollow. We need some drums, don't we? I'm gonna make this very quiet for now. Just something in the background. Yeah, let's delete that stuff. And what we can do is make some drums. And there's a bunch of different things for making drums. If you hold D, there is drum sequencer and drum player and drum synth, which are all built-in things. Let's go with drum sequencer. There it is. And there's also a drum player and drum synth. Drum player is a sampler. So that's a very easy and quick way to just get something going on. If we go this, click this edit button, you can see there is a 4x4 sampler grid in here. And if we just randomize a drum pattern, we immediately have drums. So it's a bit chaotic. Oh, we can randomize the... So that's like, there's a bunch of different samples bundled with Bespoke Synth, and this is a sample player. So you can easily maybe we can do some trap beats, I don't know. I wonder if there's sidechain compression, though, because I didn't see that yet. Slider sequencer smoother. Let's see at the compressor. Does it have a sidechain input? Show spawn list. Doesn't seem to have a sidechain input. Okay, we can maybe do some distortion for these drums. Distortion. Okay. By the way, another way of connecting ports is by clicking, grabbing something, holding shift and moving it onto something you want to connect it to. So that only works if it's not connected to anything else. So if I just unconnect this, if I now hold this, hold shift, you can see it create a connection. That's a quick way to connect things. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Fuzz is no good. Oh, that's loud, sorry. I'm going to reset this by using the backspace, sorry, no, backslash. Oh, okay, no, I don't want to. Yeah, backslash moves a control to its default position. Can use some compressor. Maybe even a DC remover. Because there might be some DC from the samples, I don't know. Could add some noise to these drums. Rob Vandenberg says, Bespoke LMC? Meef Chaloin says, unfa wave shaper. Is there a wave shaper? Oh, there is. Oh. Nice. It's not in... Okay, I'm gonna just click, hold shift, and now it's inserted. Oh, nice. How do I use it? I need some info. Variable usable in expressions. Okay. Oh, wait, that's expressions. So, the wave shaper means I need to do maths in my head, create a function that will shape my waves. Yeah. I need some bass. Yeah. Okay. All right. I've made a sign shaper. Look, I made a sign shaper. Yep, that is how you do that. I just figured out the math, yeah. I'm gonna do a DC offset, yo. That's gonna make this asymmetric. Holy snap. That's fantastic. Yeah. Meef Chalon says, Unfa is the first person to ever say my username correctly. Did I say it correctly the second time, though? I don't know. Alright, so if at any time the BespokeSynth's selection of nodes is not enough, you can use VST plugins. No LV2 yet, but they are looking at it. And you do it by just accessing it from the same thing as other things. Just there's a VST plugins. So if you know some plugins name, like I know there's like pocket verbs from Air Windows, because I have Air Windows plugins installed, and these are one of the few plugins open source plugins that are only in VST, so I use them. Pocket verbs. Where is it? Show me pocket verbs, yeah. Oh. I'm gonna put this in here. And now it opens a user interface for a plugin in a separate window. There it is. Without. The gating parameter in this Air Windows Pocket Verbs plugin is very cool because it makes so that it creates like a sidechain compression effect, or actually sidechain gating. I think my system load is a little bit much. I'm gonna pause this for a while. All right, you know what? I'm gonna save this, by the way. Save as, save my ass, and actually gonna call this session 4 unfa live 2021 10/03. Okay, it's saved. Mr. TXD asks, are you using Pipewire? Yes, I'm using Pipewire at this very moment. Magna K says, Kai says, the payment page is funny, by the way. Oh, yes. The Bespoke Synth page is quite funny. They like, so I don't think it's correct mathematically because they say like two things. And so actually, no. Yeah. I wanted to report a problem with the payment page. It's not. Hori says, there is no Pipewire option in Bespoke. Oh, there is not. I have selected ALSA. I'm going to show you my settings. Here they are. As you can see, I'm using ALSA, and I've selected the output device of Pipewire sound server. Maybe I should use a larger buffer size, because I hear it starts to struggle. Yeah. Let's see. By the way, a really cool thing is that there's a nice effect called stutter, which is really cool for making your drums a little bit more interesting, because it can pretty much just generate it can like, look at this. If we could just control this randomly. Oh, but we can. Random note. And now with the pitch of the note, we select which one we want to like control. And now it should only trigger quarter notes. We can like lower the probability, so it's just going to play so often. We can insert more random notes. And this one, like, oh, can I type? Oh yes, I can. Weird. Obviously, there's gonna be a problem of clicks. Oh, my system is really struggling, but I don't know why, really. What is going on? What the hell is going on? I have a free RAM. My disk load isn't that high. My CPU load is not high. The hell? Let's add in more random nodes. Where does it spawn it? I don't know why it doesn't spawn under my click. Maybe that's because I'm zoomed in and that's some little bug. Does this reverse? Like there's so many very so many cool, awesome things. Also, I'm thinking maybe I should lower the buffer size or raise the buffer size in Bespoke Synth. I'm gonna just try that. So I'm gonna save. I'm gonna change the settings. I'm gonna raise its buffer size to 1024. Save and exit. I'll start it again. And hopefully it's gonna all work fabulously. I still do have issues. I'm not sure why though. Maybe it's because of this. This thing is so... Yeah, look. You can also click on the name to minimize it, so we don't see the connection. Not sure why. We could add some more interesting sounds. There's also an FM synthesizer. FM synth. I'm gonna grab my MIDI controller. Okay, maybe let's have this visible. We have like free operator FM in here. And of course we can add an LFO. And what do you know? We can LFO and LFO, right? If we just make it pin it, we can LFO and LFO. Now I'm making recursive LFOs. like this bass. I need to, like, maybe get something going with this thing. I'm not sure how I duplicate a note or like a... Can I Control C and Control V? I don't think so. Does anybody know how to copy a node? I have an idea though. Maybe I could like progress procedurally and just use note chance. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And just feed this into my bass synthesizer. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I need to click and like do shift. Oh, no. Control Z. Okay, no. Okay, no. Click, backspace, reconnect this here, and now shift. Click on this, and now I'm creating a new connection. I could also hold spacebar to just scroll my view. Also, we need to shift this by an octave. I'm gonna use an octaver for that, so it's O. Oh, no, it's N for note octaver. Note octaver, yes. Oh, we got a stuck note. We can also, of course, change the amplitude, sorry, the envelopes of the influence of different... I think this is really cool. Dave A says, "Hey Unfa, I missed the first 90 minutes again. I always do this." You can rewatch them. Good you're at least now here. I want to do some effects, maybe. Yeah. Give me some distortion. Distortion. I wonder if we could like Shalom says, "How did you get this working on Manjaro?" I just downloaded it, extracted it, and run it. Nothing special. I'm gonna pause this for a while, and now figure maybe I can record some audio into it. It's because it's gonna be fun. Could be fun. R random note. O A as audio. Audio meter. There's maybe a looper. Looper recorder. Let's do that. Looper recorder. What is that? Capture last 8 measures. Okay. I can also give an audio input. There it is. You can connect it. Am I feeding it input though? I need to check out my... Oh, sorry. Wrong. I need to check my... Okay, where are the inputs of... Okay, it's taking input from my microphone. That should be good. Oh, I'm paused, that's why. That. How do I trigger? recording. Interesting. Whoa. What happened? Did my tempo change? Yeah. My tempo changed. Why? Why? I don't understand. I'm getting some sick beats though. I suspect some of that is due to some weird problems that are going on. I am not sure what is going on. I'm gonna delete this. Looper recorder can match sample to tempo. Huh. Multi-tap delay. Yay. I'd like some of that in my life. Oh, that's the multi-tap delay. That's large. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's just a visualization, okay. There's also feedback. It's a DAW, no need for ardor. You think? There's something called multi-track recorder. What is that? How does this work? Oh, we can have multiple tracks in here. How does it work? Oh, there's probably inputs, or maybe it's just... No? Aha. I'm gonna try and record something. Yeah. Okay. What now? What can we do with this? Can I edit that? Can I send this back? Yeah, record it. JTB says, I bet you can sequence full tracks with it somehow. Depends on how CPU hungry it is. I am sure it is possible. It must be. Interesting, that is mono. Somehow. Maybe I should first do this, and then do this. Oh, interesting. I've disabled my... Oh, I disabled effect chain. All right. Okay. I think we could try something totally different now, because that's already well and good, but like can explore some more, I think. Synths. Sea of Grain. Drum synth, drum player, beats. What is beats? Multi-loop player for mixing sample layers together. Okay. Okay. Which sample? I don't have samples. Drag samples onto here or to add them to the slot. So you drag and drop sound files? Like this? What? Really? Holy snap. Okay, just like that? Yeah. That's the entire song. Okay. Yeah. You can hear the chord progression in there. Okay, but that's just for drums. It's pretty cool using an entire song as a simple loop. If I would like it would, if it would be cut like on a measure, so it doesn't have a fade out that breaks. Okay, I think beats is not for me, at least not for now. What else can we have? Sample canvas. Sea of Grain sounds nice. What is that? Ah, we can record something. Okay, let's record something. Where's the audio? Oh, there it is. Maybe I should start a new project to make sure we are not running into like CPU bottlenecks. So we're at like 15% load, so we should be able to do plenty more. Ha. Ha. How does this work? All right, we can load a sample. I don't have any samples, but there are some drums samples. Okay, we can also have a MIDI controller connected to this, so I will steal the one I had. I'm not using it anymore. Where is it? I'm gonna hide this. It's large. Where is my controller? Oh, there it is. Didn't notice it. Controller. Okay, so Sea of Grain. And give me sound output. We don't have any audio, but we do have... Okay, now we have audio. Can I clear it? How do I clear it? Because if I messed up, how do I like... Okay, what is going on in here? I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh. Oh, okay, that was... Ah, right, my gain was at 0. Oh snap, that's really cool. Wow. It's in mono though, I need to stereoize it. Let's insert a panner. Oh yeah, I tried to press shift, I didn't. That's position of this voice within the sample. Speed, spacing. What are these things? Just should we add octaves? Okay. Oh, I think if I fed it with stereo input, I would have stereo output. I want stereo input. Give me a panner. I'm gonna re-record this. All right, but can we play a note? Like, can we pitch this, or is it gonna just go forever? That's really cool, but I would like to play keyboard bass pitch. All right. There must be a way to play this with a keyboard. There clearly is a way, especially that it just like it gives you MIDI input, so it must be possible. That is a really cool thing. It's a very interesting granular synthesizer where you can record your own sample. Maybe I'll try again. Sea of grain. Oh, there's also like Note Singer, which is supposedly just taking audio input and converting it into MIDI. So you can drive a synthesizer with your voice. Looper node as input. Looper. Okay, where's the looper node? They spawn in different places. I don't know why. I can't see it. Can't find the looper. There it is. Okay, what's the looper thingy? Can I record here as well? Okay, I do. Let's try this then. Ha. 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 Doesn't seem to do anything. It's blinking. Clear? Right? Ha. I don't see anything being written in here. Anno says, on the MIDI input, can you click on the layout button? MIDI input, layout. Yes. What the hell is that? Oh. Okay. Launchpad. Oh. Oh. All right. It seems like it can like... Huh. It seems like it can like... It has a bunch of controls and... What the hell? What are these? Grid. Oh, you can connect that to stuff. Like, I saw these. What is that? Like here. Patch a grid in here from a MIDI controller module. What is that? I mean, I don't have any of the layouts listed here. Maybe I could hide list layout. Okay. Page 1, page... All right, so I guess I could create my own layout. What is this thing? That's crazy. What grid? Okay. And what happens now? Oh, okay, that's... Whoa. Oh, wow. Wait, no. What? That is so cool. Holy snap. What? Oh man, this is like, what? That is so crazy. Okay, can I like snap list? Okay. These are bindings, okay. Oh my goodness. All right, so if you have a controller that's that has its layout there, or you can create your own, I guess, because it's just JSON files. You can map out your controller visually so that you can then just click and drag and connect every part of your controller to all the stuff in here. So you can super easily and quickly map your controller to your patch so you can perform this live. My mind is blown. B Music says, Bespoke is so full of great ideas. Magna K says, I've been like that for a week now. Mind blown, then blown again. Zard says, now that's MIDI binding. Mike Zayerman says, default has all notes and CC though. Yeah, it makes sense. Default. All right, so what is that? That's CCs and that's notes. And that's pitch bend. All right, so I can now just press. Can I like, I can tap. Yeah, this shows you how and illogical is the layout of the pads on this keyboard. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Like, what the hell is that? It's not even the same cluster. Like, what the hell? Okay, but using this, oh my goodness, think of the possibilities. Oh, this became red. Why? By the way, am I paused or am I playing? I think I was playing. Wow. Okay, like this requires entire different stream just to figure this out. Also, I have a little Akai MPK Mini that I'm not currently using because I don't have room on my desk for 2 controllers. But I could make some. And maybe I could like create a mapping for this thing. I can make a JSON layout so we can like have it here. I don't think it's there. Maybe someone already made it. Maybe I can just download it somewhere. Doesn't seem like it. I don't see any Akai hardware in here. And then I could like map out all these little thingies to a different My goodness. I need to think about using this for... I need to, you know, I've done some, I've made some live performances, mostly just for demonstrations. I've been doing some on live streams. But I've used I used Carla and Giada and Sec64 or Sec66, which was like a little bit weird because, you know, it's a different program for different things, because one program is just hosting plugins, another one is sequencing MIDI data. But with Bespoke, I think I could do all of that in a single package. And if I can, you know, like, I believe there is something like radio sequencer. Oh my goodness. I'm starting to like think about all the possibilities. Radio sequencer, all right. Oh, and I can, of course, I can patch in this. But it's not like... Oh, I think it... What is that? That is a control output. All right. Okay, there's so much more to discover in here. My goodness, there's layers upon layers of awesomeness buried in this. Couldn't load layout file. Okay, I think we should just go and figure out layouts for all the different interfaces that we have. Maybe we should get in touch with the creator of Bespoke and ask him how these are done, and ask if he already has them, and like, you know, to contribute more and fill up this list. Also, I think it's gonna need a search box, like to type in and find by name, because, you know, right now, okay, they fit on my screen, but there's much more devices out there that we may want to have layouts for. And yes, you could like only put the ones you use in your controllers folder. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe there's more, but you need to download them separately, or they're like, I don't know, put somewhere else so they're not in your face. But wow, this is so cool. Hey, the pitch bend is there. Oh, and there's my... Oh, that's so cool. I love the interface of it also. Like, the visuals are so simple, yet so pleasing, and like, yeah. Mike Thierman says, I suggested a nested menu or something. Wow, this is really cool. Wow, we've got loud. Whoa, the breakage. There's some breakage. We're breaking Bespoke. Now I just hear it in one ear. But I see it's sending signal to both ears. Okay. We have some nasty DC offset. I'm gonna try and combat this. DC offset remover. But where is the effect? Where does it spawn it? Why so far away? Is it that? Yeah, DC remover, okay. Oh, that didn't help. I still hear it in one ear. Alright, give me the Carla. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, it lost one output. Alright. Hey, what? Okay. Okay, now you hear it in mono. I hear it in mono as well, but at least it's centered. Okay, we're kind of breaking it. B Music says, today Unfa looks like a child on his birthday. Yeah! I had no idea there's like so much cool stuff in here. It actually makes a lot of sense to me. Like before this stream I was like, okay, it's a nice toy, like I can play around, I can drop some stuff in here, but can I really use this for something like useful except for playing with it and having fun? And now I see I actually can. Like I could produce entire live performances in this thing. Both outputs are set to channel 1. Are they? Oh, wow. Indeed! I must have moved my... Yeah, but still I have one. I still have just one output channel. Okay, is there something else? I don't see it. The audio is in mono on your side, or is it in... No, it's in stereo. Okay. Weird things are happening. But no problem. I'm having fun. Maybe there's like a pitch shifter. There's pitch bender. Oh yeah, there is pitch shifter. I wish it wouldn't spawn these racks in a weird place, just under my mouse. Can I control this with my MIDI keyboard? Because I really want to. Can I, like... Oh, I can't. Okay. I know it's really silly, but... Can I do that? Okay, something didn't... Alright, didn't do what I thought it would. Oh. There's something called a macro slider. Could this be useful? Holy snap, there's so much options in here, and because I can host different things in here, and also if you like, we're going to finish this soon, so I may even blow it up if need be. We can also use Carla, for example, Carla rack, and we can load a Carla rack VST to be our new bass synthesizer, and we can load whatever. For example, Geon Kick only comes in VSLV2, but yeah, tuning it is gonna be hard. So that's gonna be terrible. But yes, we could also run Bespoke inside of Carla, because like if we're blowing it up, we're blowing it up for good. Only the command for that is... I don't know if it's gonna be, because... yeah, maybe let's not do that, because... I'm running it from a directory and I'm using a desktop launcher that I created to make it easier for me. Yeah, let's not mess it up. All right. Sativa says, lol, Geonkick is a melodic synth. Yeah, that's totally possible. I think I made a little track with Geonkick. It's in one of my videos about Geonkick. Okay, we are coming close to the moment we've all been waiting for, which is music submissions. Yeah. So, let's say goodnight to Bespoke for now. I just made it fade itself out, so I don't have to. Nice, eh? And now we're going to focus on the music submissions for today. Which, oh, I see something isn't working. Oh, now it's working, okay. It was just minimized. Okay. Let's start with a track titled Intro by Steve Pixis. The volume should be good. But sweet track. I really like this. He writes, it was made with LMMS, ZenSubFX and Audacity. And it's an intro song for his new album that hopefully will be finished in this century. The end is not an error, it's just part of the gapless disc. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I could say the same, that I hope my next album is gonna finish before the century ends. Right, so that was Intro by Steve Pixis, and now a track titled Ya Omi, work in progress, edit by Fedemar. I'm reading it out loud because it's a French band. So this was made with Ardor, Calf, RTFX, and GuitarX plugins. And they say, hey Unfa, we are Fedemar, a new band from France. is the singer-songwriter, Emma, the guitarist, and Arnaud, the synth keyboard production guy. Record our demos using LIVESTREAMS, music production oriented Linux distro. Computer and Ardor is a DAW. This is a 3-minute edit of Ya Ami, a work-in-progress trip-hop song sung in literary Arabic. We would be glad to hear your input and advice. Arnaud from Fedemar. It's really cool that we have a chance to hear some completely different music this time. Oh crap. That should be better, huh? Is that better now? I think I'm gonna replay the tracks and say everything again because the audio was messed up. What do you say? Because you missed a lot. Okay, you know what? Maybe let's replay that again, and I'm gonna read you the actual info because I messed up. What do you say? You want that? Also, did you hear the track by Steve Pixis correctly? Was it? Did you hear it? Rob Vanderberg says yes. Yes, as in yes, let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. So here's Steve Pixis. Okay, you say Steve was fine. All right, no Steve then. But Yaomi wasn't fine. All right, let's do it. Once again. This is a track titled Yaomi by a band named Fedemar. It was made with Ardor, Calf, RTFX, and GuitarX plugins. And they write, "Hi Unfa, we are Fedemar, a new band from France. Fedua is the singer-songwriter, Emma, the guitarist, and Arnaud, the synth keyboardist production guy." Record our demos using LIVESTREAMS, a music production oriented Linux distro, Computer and Ardor as a DAW. This is a 3-minute edit of Yaomi, a work-in-progress trip-hop song sung in literary Arabic. We would be glad to hear your input and advice. Arnaud from Fedemar. Awesome. Vanderberg says, "We need to see this band live." By the way, can you hear me right now? Should I up the sidechain compressor or not? They're using Synapse effects, and I wonder if it's because of its microtonal capabilities, because I temperament. At least not usual scales. Really cool stuff. Any of these languages. Okay, maybe a tiny bit of French. All right, great. Now we're back on track with no more bad sound. So that was Ya Omi by Fedemar, and that's their first appearance on this show. Very nice. Great. Glad to see you here. Thank you for the submission, and that was really interesting and refreshing. And now let's listen. Now let's hear a track titled Ivy on the Wall by SG75. Vibes, yes. Aesthetic. That snare sounds familiar. I don't know what it is, but SG75 writes, made with Arlo, Vitalium, Odin 2, Kick Mess, Gion Kick, Tal Noisemaker, and OS251 for the brass. The OS251 has some plugins on it like Air Windows, ADT, and Triple Spread, as well as Tal Dub3 to make it thick. And he also writes, arranging brass instruments is fun. I like that the snare is short here. Is the snare made in Gion Kick? I wonder. I love the snare, but it's a tiny bit overdone. Like the composition. Alrighty, that was Ivy on the Wall by SG75. And the next track up on our playlist is 4:30 AM Club Edit by Sahativa. Joachim Hillestad says, Unfa, I miss the sidechain compressor on your voice. Hard to hear you speaking when the music is playing. Alright. I've turned up the sidechain a bit. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more. Is it better now? Are we gonna dub? We're gonna club. That's what Rob Vanderberg says, at least. Oh no, it's still gonna sound like I'm a radio DJ. Why not? Let's have some fun. This track was made in Z-Rhythm, and the creator writes, a remix of the 4:30 AM electronic track I sent you 2 months ago. This time I went from electronic to more techno style. This one was made under Z-Rhythm Alpha using Odin 2 LSP multisampler and Vitalium mainly. You can hear your Koto patch. Ah, I see. Multiple FX. All our Libor softwares, obviously, LSP, X42, Calf, and more friends. All FOSS, obviously. Enjoy. I will. We all do. Thanks. Joachim Hillestad says, Unfa, well, you are a DJ right now, are you?
I am. Let's do this.
Pleasant vibes. I really like this. Also, I like how dynamic the mix and master is to this track. Look at all these beautiful transients. Feels like it's building up to something, and I can't wait for it to actually finally release the tension. But I also think that it may not come. The apex is probably behind us already, and that saddens me. That was a nice track. By the way, you may have noticed that I'm playing this beyond 3 minutes mark. And that's because today I had a little bit less submissions, so I've taken the liberty of not shortening them, because we had only 25 minutes of music to play. Yeah, that was 4:30 AM Club Edit by Sahativa. And now a track titled Hidden Card by Outer Mind. Supposedly my microphone is a bit low still. Is that better now? Rob Vandenberg says hi, or bye. Not the same kick! Nice sounds, I really like this. That's nice. This track was made with LMMS. And the creator writes, what power does Hidden Card have? Plugins used. Synth 1 for the lead, Zenitsu FX for screech and pad, Surge for ARP, chime bell, Monstro for bell-esque chords, Nimble Kick to pitch kicks, samples sound fonts used, kicks are his own, drums, Wave Alchemy Evolve Producer Spot, piano is HQ Orchestral Sound Font Collection versus 3.0 Sound Font, Transgate FX, Ghost Hack, 99 Sounds. Oh my goodness, there's too much to read. There's a lot of samples used, that's the point. But still, Zenitsu FX, Monstro, Surge, and it was all made in LMMS. So sufficiently OP. gives me a bit of Pirates of the Caribbean vibe. If you know what I mean. You are a pirate. Yarr. Fabulous. So that was Hidden Card by Outer Mind, and now we'll listen to SUDSCP2 or SUDSCP2 by Xperibase. And they write, the title of the track is Soundscape. All right, but it's written with clever letters. Well, let me correct that. That's the title. It was made with LMMS. And they write, Outer is a cutie furry. Smiley cat face. All right. More hard bass. Sorry, no, that's not hard bass, that's hard style. Outer Mind replies to Xperibase, no, you cutie fury. Automation. I missed some variation near the end very much. As you can see that like these two blocks were pretty much the same. And I would really like to hear some more different themes or like take out some stuff so you can add it back or just give a bit more variation. But yeah, nice. Now a track by Quantizer titled Alloy. And I can tell it's a Quantizer's track because it's very loud. Signature talking basses and very interesting drum sequences. This track was made with LMMS, Vital for punchy bass, strings and some plucks, Zenith effects for background synth, pad and plucks, and Audacity. I also write 1 or 2 clips in the track. Sorry about that. So 1 or 2 samples are clipped. Nobody will notice, don't worry. Sahativa says, is this the ternary edition submission time tonight? Was I the only one on binary rhythm signature? Honestly, I can't tell. I really like this bass instrument. However, there's one problem. I think it's gonna be playing throughout the whole track, and I think what we need is to have it play like 50% of the time and have something else replace it to get a 50%. I'm lacking a little bit of variation in the sound design. What is there is really cool. But it gets old a little bit because we're halfway through the track, only 2 minutes, and we've been steering for the same instrument from the start till this point, and we'll be hearing it for another minute, I think. As Sahativa puts it, yes, give some rest. Also, I feel like this bass is overpowering a lot of interesting things that are happening underneath it. I wish you could hear more of it. Alrighty, that was a track titled Alloy by Quantizer, and now we'll hear Doggo Birthday Work in Progress R4 by Sir Proco. And this track was made with Ardor. Everything synthesized with Insurge, Vital, and Zenith FX, including drums. Also a bunch of other plugins, LSP, Calf, Air Windows, Wolf Shaper, EQ Thank You, Dragonfly, and Mods Arpeggiator. Oh, I like this. I like how this develops. And right, this was my entry for the LMC11, and it's also my first completed track. I pretty much have no idea what I'm doing. So any feedback and criticism are welcome. Postscriptum. Herb rules. You're doing pretty awesome things for not knowing what you're doing. By the way, the 11th edition of LMC, or Liberal Music Challenge, was the birthday edition. 1 year anniversary. It's because 1 month we lost. So we lost 1 month. And he's also... Yeah, that was... Is that the dog toy sample from Rob Vandenberg as well? Is that what it is? Awesome. Yeah, so that was Doggo Birthday Work in Progress R4 by Sir Proco, and now our last track, which is titled Wave Rider by My Lo-Fi. And it's an entry for this month's Liberal Music Challenge. I love this. This captures 80s perfectly. Like, this could be the Kong Fury 2 soundtrack for all I know. These synths. And that lead line, synthesized guitar-like lead. I could have this on repeat all day. The track was made with Ardor, Vitalium, Air Windows, Dragonfly Refine, LSP, B-Oops, X42, and GX plugins. And they also write, this is my LMC12 submission, all sounds made from Init. So from scratch. Top notch. My lo-fi killing it as usual. Fantastic musicianship in here. So that was Wave Rider by My Lo-Fi, and that's the final track of today. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for submitting your music for this live stream. Thank you for joining me for this discovery of Bespoke Synth and the experimentation and figuring out stuff. That was awesome. I had a really good time. Hope you've had a great time too. I will see you in the next videos, and I hope to be releasing videos like almost every week now. I'm working on simplifying my workflow a bit, spending less time on silly details and trying to push out more videos towards you. But all of that is only possible thanks to the Patreon supporters and LibreBay supporters. So actually I should do this. Yep. So if you would like to help me make more videos and more live streams like this one, please go to patreon.com/unfa or liberapay.com/unfa. And I should also remove myself from the, because this, I should change this. I could add a drop shadow because you can't read this. Yeah, and also if you have any trouble with Linux audio or open source music production, you can head over to my chat at chat.unfa.xyz, where you'll find a helpful bunch of audio maniacs like myself, who are also freedom freaks. And together, we can squash the bugs. Yeah, that's all. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope to see you again soon. Next month, first Sunday, 1930 Central European Time, or 7:30 p.m. And that's the time I'm streaming every month. The info is also on my website, unfa.xyz. And also, yeah, just come and say hi in the chat, chat.unfa.xyz, and you'll find out about things. That's all for today. Bye.